Oh.
Don't worry.
And you've got to change the title on the show, Tom. Thanks.
Be happy. That's your job.
Mate, you're streaming, it becomes your job now.
Still your job.
Blacknote juice tasting. F5. Reload. I probably should get rid of Spotify because it's gonna like me up like a beach.
We live?
Yes, we are indeed. Tom, miss you. Yeah, we're live and the audio's coming through, all right? What, Tom? You what?
What's that, Cam? You say we're coming out, all right?
Yeah, we are. You're coming out. All right. Another ill-prepared show from the Vaping Iwi. No,
Well, considering
really.
it's the first time I'm bloody streaming in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
It's been 7 months.
Since the kid. I just had to grab my baggie of crap. I just scribbled with the green screen. Oh no. There we go. Cool, we're good.
Holy shit, we're coming through at 1080p.
We are into double green screens. Hi guys, how's it going, Daniel? Hope you're doing well, man. You know it's gonna be funny, Tom, when we do the review for that company that we've got, the main juice that everyone loves, we're not gonna be able to show on screen the bottle because it's green.
That shows up.
What about the new one? Wait.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I thought. How's it going? Okay, there's 2 people watching. We'll just start with the whole usual intro. Tom.
You start first.
Thomas. El Telmo. I'm starting first because Tom's streaming the show, so that's how it works. I think. I don't know. Tom just makes the rules as he goes.
We just fucking make it up.
Okay, by the way, if you guys get the VR48 from Monster, don't. It's disgusting.
It tastes like Fanta.
It tastes like cheap, shitty off Fanta. So tonight, vaping chronology tube, which, fuck, I have bad lighting tonight. I have bad lighting every night. One second, let me just oversaturate myself.
Like you're in a nunnery.
So vaping chronology with the icon on top and Sal from Theory. I have to say a big thank you to Mr. Tim and Cam for popping over on Saturday evening to drop me a bunch of juice for a little something we have happening very soon.
Something.
I just have to go back for a revape because I love that juice. Also, I did change the batteries in the mind, so I got the legit mods. My number 2, the 360, with the dead rabbit on top. With some of the Theory custard, which I can't really talk about, but I'm doing it anyway. The Haku on top of the Therion 75C. With what is that? I don't even have the bottle with me. God damn it! It's in the kitchen, Tom. It's in the kitchen. It is the new. I managed to score some Burst Duo at Johnny's opening from the same people who brought us the Starburst range. Absolutely delicious. It's watermelon and apple. Good flavor. So running that in there. And then last but not least is the Warlock Peas. And that currently is Legato, which is one of the juices we will be talking about very, very shortly. A couple of these I have tried and the others I haven't, for the sheer fact that on the show you're going to get a full, live, real tasting. So, you know, some of them I haven't even touched. Forte I haven't touched, and also Sonata. I lost my bottle of Prelude. So yeah, that's not happening for me. Tom's got it though. And I've also been jamming solo quite a bit as well. So we will go over those very soon. What's up, Dave? Tom, you're really great tonight. You need a vape nut, dude.
It'll settle. Are you vaping on anything else, or is that it?
That is it currently until I can put something on top of the Aegis, which now has a 2700 in it. Also, big thanks to Johnny for that. Yeah, he hooked me up, man. He gave me the Aegis little key thingy. And also another super soft bottle for my squonks. So, dude, that super soft is amazing. It's black. It's black. Okay, Tom, what do you vape? Hey, Dave. Right. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm vaping on the Endo with the Sherman. Probably not going to come up because it's fairly green.
Compensator.
Yep. I am vaping on the mod that you want, the Dot Mod Squonk with the icon on top.
I need to order that right now.
The Archon.
Nice.
With the Gorge on top.
Oh, and also the Pulse. I forgot to mention the Pulse. My bad.
And the Warlock Peas himself. I'm not vaping the Pulse, but it is here because we will be talking about it. And that's it. Is that it?
Damn.
That's it. For once.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Totally about to buy me one of those Dot Skunks. Holy shit. That reminds me, I need to find a 2700 for the... One second, let me just put my hand into my bag of tricks. What I pull up? Oh, there we go. An iJoy 2700. Cool. So, firstly, what's up, Dave? How you doing, man? What's up to the 6 other people watching right now? Don't know who you are. You're not commenting, so I can't say what's up. If you are watching, randoms. Say hi. Come talk to us. We miss you. It feels like it's been a whole...
Been 2 weeks. It has been. I wonder why. Okay.
It's gross. I need to rework this, so give me a sec. Tom, if you want to... Wait, which juice are we doing first? We are doing Legato. Oh, cool. Let's put it up. Now. So,
before you start,
yeah,
I just want to take note of the... see what I did there? Of the packaging. Of course, I picked the green one.
There you go, Tom.
The packaging, as you can see on cams, is mental.
It's the small things that I like. Like, you know, it's called Blacknote, obviously, you know, musical note on the front. That's their logo. Nice little spiel on the back. And it's super soft, and it's a small batch.
That right there. Oh, it's got like
gumminess to it. What batch number is yours?
I don't know.
It says on the
2247.
So 2317. So that's one thing I like as well. There are batch notes on the side. In the kitchen prepping, damn right, Dave. You better be cooking up something good and sending it our way. I know Tom's closer, but what's up, Dan Osborne?
What's up, Dan? All right, so let's get into this Legato cam.
Okay.
Check us the profile.
The profile. Let me get my little commentator voice on. Enjoy the earthy and nutty flavor of a real Italian Kentucky tobacco. It has been flue cured to release the plant's natural resins. This American tobacco blend is grown in Tuscany and features undeniably earthy flavors. And you know what? Exactly. I
feel like a lot of these do taste a lot like pipe tobacco versus like
this is a pipe tobacco to me. For it's real thick and real, you know, almost gluggy. Like it gives me that kind of gritty feel. Yeah, this is definitely, to me, it's a pipe tobacco. I don't know about you, Tom, but it definitely has that rich, exactly how it says. It is earthy, very, very earthy.
Very much so.
I'm not a big fan of earthy flavors myself when it comes to tobaccos. I mean, as you know, Tom, I love my Solace Point, which is a banana tobacco, which is quite a light tobacco.
Mm.
But this, to me, reminds me of almost like having a cigar sort of feeling.
Hey,
You know, it's
reminds
quite
me of
thick.
Grandpa's house.
Yeah, it's quite thick. It's quite an old style, classic kind of tobacco flavor. It's not very rarely, like, it's very rare for us to talk about tobaccos because not the biggest fan of tobacco. I know Tom's not.
I don't
He's
mind.
not a
It depends how it's done. That's the thing, man. It depends how it's done. If it's done right, then it's alright. But if it's not, then it's weird.
yeah. See, that to me is quite a good number. I could see myself, you know, out with friends having a beer, vaping on that because it
Giving
is
a bit
quite
of
a
legato.
bit of legato with my beer. That's the kind of feeling I get with that. What's up, Anaru? How's it going, brother?
What's up?
Modfather and Lux. Oh yeah, I'm happy that the Modfather's going well for you, man.
Oh, mine's somewhere
Super
here.
Yeah, mine's over there, and it needs to be rebuilt. I need to figure out how to put a 0.3 in there. How's it going, Dave? The dead rabbit on the V God, nice. I love my V God, my dead rabbit. It is quite a nice little number. Airflow is a little bit restrictive for what I've been vaping on at the moment, but still a good vape. And Tesla 3. Matt, I think everyone owns a Tesla Invader. I don't anymore. I gifted mine away to a good friend who wanted to learn mix, and yeah, he's loving it. What do I have to juice this up with? 1 second. I'm trying to build at the same time, Tom.
Unprepared, mate. Unprofessional.
Unprepared, mate. Sorry, I had work. Oh, that smells good. Okay, let me just put this through.
One thing.
So what's your thoughts on it, Tom? What's your thoughts on like the earthiness and the nuttiness of that?
I don't really get nuttiness. I do get earthiness though, very much so.
Yeah, same.
Like very earthy. In terms of flavor, like it's not a mental sort of, you know, like in your face flavor, but I wasn't expecting it due to the fact that it's not like sweetener based or anything, and it's not a fruit.
I get an intense earthiness. That's the thing that smacks me.
Yeah.
That earthy, thick, rich kind of glugginess, like a thick, heavy tobacco.
Yeah.
And I guess, you know, Kentucky, kind of an American thing, thick tobaccos. Very, very thick tobaccos. Okay, let's fill this bastard up.
Quite a decent one, man.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I'd vape it constantly, but every once in a while, it's sort of that vape. I mean, there are quite a lot of tobacco vapors, I guess you could say, in the community.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, depending on what sort of tobacco you smoke to what sort of tobacco you like to vape, this could be one for you. It could not be.
The thing is, though, like, before we go into more of these tobacco juices, these aren't, technically speaking, something you'd use on, like, an RDA. You wouldn't, like, spend your day vaping legato on an RDA. Personally, I find that's the case, at least. No, you'd be more... It's more for, like, your starter devices.
Mouth to lung.
Yeah. Restrictive.
Something that... Yeah, restrictive. Something that you're still trying to get that imitation of a cigarette. By the way, Greek lamb kofta. Oh,
Dave, I'll be there in an hour.
Dave, I'll be there in like 16.
5 hours.
It's like 5.5. Probably me like 10 hours in that little car.
Yeah, true. You'd have to stop like every 5Ks. But anyway, moving on from that, Cam, let's move in straight to the Forte.
Z Forte. Where is Z Forte?
I actually really like this one, and I'll explain why once you've got the
Okay, this is one I have not vaped yet. Mainly because when I read it, I thought, fuck, this sounds like something that I should just vape straight on the show, no taste in it, and seeing what I think of it. And you'll be able to tell by my face if I like it or not, because I'm that kind of vapor. What isn't it? Get in there. Get in the hole. There we go.
So before you do that, we've preloaded like all of our peas pods with each individual flavor as to not tinge the flavors with different coils.
Yeah, taint it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got separate coils for every single one.
I really just want to vape it, Tom. Can we hurry the fuck up?
Do it.
Yeah,
but tell them what it is.
I'm gonna read it first. Belly Tobacco provides a rich, smooth experience in this crowd favorite. So it is one of their popular ones. Cultivated in volcanic Italian soil, the tobacco is sun-ripened, shade-cooled, and bursting with full-bodied flavor. Just to throw it out there, these are all 50-50, just so you guys know. So definitely made more for like your little kind of pod systems, your pyro, all that sort of thing. If you do feel like using it in a tank, go ahead. I mean, it's all up to you. I'm actually going to drip some of the solo because I want to see how different it tastes on an RDA compared to one of these.
You ready?
I don't know if I'm ready for this, Tom.
This is my favorite one, so.
Holy shit.
See, to me, this is my favorite one. There's one reason. It really tastes like a cigar. It really tastes like a cigar.
That's exactly what I'm getting. It's like a nice, burly, fucking thick cigar.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Like, I mean, if you were to have something with a bit more airflow, but was still a starter system, that would actually go quite nicely. Like something like those new Joytex.
Even an IKEA 140 or 160, sorry.
Yeah,
the
or something
more airflow units.
Something even more. I'd say something like the, like T22s and stuff like that. Like where you've got a little more airflow. That'd go really well because it's so similar to a cigar. So if you enjoyed smoking cigars before, or if you enjoy smoking cigars now,
I used to love smoking cigars, man.
Just
go down to the lake in Topor, have a cigar, sit by a campfire. That was good pastime.
Yeah, you can't really beat that. But like this is like a good cigar too. It's not just like your random Romeo and Julieta little sticks or like your little sticks you buy from the.
What are they called? Cigarettes or whatever?
Yeah, the ones that you buy from like your petrol stations and stuff.
Petrol stations, is like
yeah. Borderline a proper Cuban. Like it's quite rich.
I wouldn't go Cuban.
Maybe not.
But it's definitely a richer, like almost a... What's the company called? Oh, it's skipping my head. This reminds me of a specific cigar.
See, this almost to me is like again, Romeo and Julieta #1, I believe it is like they're like yay wide and like yay long, and they come in a tube. That's quite nice. That's what I'm getting close to, which isn't bad. Like, it's still a $27 cigar, so it's not an extremely expensive one.
Or an extremely cheap.
Yeah, or an extremely cheap one. It's still kind of that balance of if you want to get into cigars and kind of out. That's where most people started.
Definitely. Just keep vaping this one.
Yeah, very rich flavor, like all around. It's like proper little bubble of goodness.
Well, it's like, how when you talk about wine, you've got, it hits sides or it hits top. This is hitting full body, as it states. Like it is coating the whole mouth.
Yeah.
I'm still getting flavor on my cheeks. I'm still getting flavor on my taste buds. It's
like that.
It's good. I could get down on that, man.
Definitely, yeah. But I think we should move on to the Sonata.
Do you want to go over prelude first?
Yeah, I guess.
And then we'll hit the pulse, and then we'll see what I did there.
Funny guy. Prelude.
And then we'll go on to the other two.
So, Prelude. Prelude is a Virginia blend. Grown in the sandy alluvial plains at the foot of the Italian Alps. Prelude's Virginia tobacco derives subtle flavors unique to the Verona soils. Once harvested, the leaves are flue-cured to release their natural sugars and resins, resulting in a light, bright taste and aroma.
Fancy. I do love their flavor profiles, though, dude. Their descriptions are nice and kind of, definitely hit the spot. Is your battery almost dead? It's dead, isn't it?
No. Oh, no, I got no USB.
Do you have a power bank?
Huh?
Do you have a power bank?
Nah. Well, Prelude.
There goes this show.
Here we go. Very light, like it's very mild flavor. Like very discreet. Slightly there.
How sweet is it for a flavor?
It's pretty sweet. Very close to like a, to me at least, the flavor I'm getting is very similar to like a caramelly kind of bourbon.
Like almost like a Port Royalish tobacco-y flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now I need to try and find the bottle because
like it's really subtle, like really subtle. It's not like in your face. Like, I mean, if you compare it to like the Forte, for example, which we had just before, like, you know how the Forte is quite rich and full-bodied and like really there and flavorsome.
Present, very present in the mouth. Yep.
That is not the case with that one. It's a lot more subtle, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of kind of bourboniness to it. So it's still a very good tobacco. Again, something that I would only use in a starter, like starter type thing. Wouldn't go any further than that, personally. But it'd be good as like,
though.
Yeah.
Not for you, but anyone in the chat still kind of use the tobacco flavor vapes or go back to them? What is the we are using the Warlock peas. I don't actually have the peas case anymore, but there's the cartridges. 5 packs. What are they? 5 packs. $17.90. So cheap. Little pod at the top. Little USB at the bottom.
So you can swap between flavors,
dude. And that's the one thing. Like, speaking on the P, that's the one thing I love about it. You take, a couple cartridges with you, different flavors. Bam, 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 done. I'm one of those guys that I take like literally. This is what I took to work today, and some. So, I like to change my flavors, and that's one good thing about this unit is you don't have to sit there and wait for the juice to kind of coat through.
And it's cheap.
Hit me with the rest, Tom. What else? What else about that flavor that's coming out to you? Would you vape it more?
Not particularly. And that's going back to the whole, like, having been ingrained into these fruits and desserts and all this stuff.
And candies and
picking up a tobacco vape after all that borderline feels unnatural. Whereas if this was my first vape, if it was the first thing I fell upon when I started vaping, then I would probably have continued vaping this for quite a while because of the similarity to a cigarette, both in the draw on the peas and in the flavor. But, am I going to keep vaping them now? Not necessarily, apart from maybe the solo.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think you'd like the solo. We will obviously go over it. Dave, that's what I used to think, and then I went and picked up some Charlie Nobles, and now I'm actually digging tobacco flavors again.
$27.
$28.
$27.95, I think. $27.99.
I'll double check. Don't want to give you guys the wrong information. Come on. Oh, damn. It's currently the starter kit of the week right now. It is $21.50. Normally it is $26.90.
There we go.
Oh, I might pick another one up.
Good little device.
I might actually pick one up, Tom. Might pick another one up. Also, do have to say a big thanks to Vapourium. They did hook us up with not only the whole Blacknote range, but the Warlock Peas and a 5-pack of coils for it. So if you guys think about picking up, a Warlock Pea, definitely go pick it up from Vapourium. It does also, where is it? It does come with a little needle bottle, because filling it up is a beesh, to say the least, unless you use like a little needle bottle. So yeah, if you guys are down, Anaru, if you want to review it, do it, because it is worth it. $21.50 right now. I'm gonna buy another one as well as a Dot Mod Squonk, because I really want Dot Squonk.
It's probably one of the one of the kits that I would recommend to somebody who's just starting out, just to simulate that cigarette draw.
The iCare 140, and probably at the moment I'm really liking the T20S and the Easy Watt from Anakin as well. They're nice units. The Prism S coils compared to the original T18 Prism coils, whole nother level.
Just going back to normal clouds, mate. Cleanse the palate.
Shit, I'm vaping the juice that I didn't try, but now I've tried it. Fuck.
Which one? The Sonata.
Yeah. How do you rate it compared to the T18? Different level, dude. So wattage-wise, this thing probably pumps out. One second, does it say on the website? 15. It's probably like yeah,
what,
like
10.
Well, it'll be the same. It's a maximum of 10 watts. Maximum of 10. Whereas I believe the T18 is 14 off the top of my head.
Watts, something like that, yeah. Coils.
400 milliamp battery. Yes, it's less. 1.5 mil juice capacity. Yes, it's less. But the fact that it is literally smaller than my hands, and that's saying something, is what sells me on it. I can throw it in my pant pocket. Like, where's something that you've got, Anaru? Where is something? I don't know. Let's go with the RX Gen 3. This is a small device. Yes, it's taller than the RX Gen 3. Just a little bit.
But it's this way.
Obviously thinner. Obviously thinner.
It's smaller whole size than the iCare, the mini iCare they released, the one where you...
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, okay. But it's smaller than the mini iCare they released, where you were to, same draw system. The iCare is about yay big, but it's about double the thickness, so it is quite small. And charging it is the easiest thing in the world. No cables. You just plug it into your PC and you're sorted. Yeah, but then it's a lot thinner, both sideways and that way.
Yeah, even thickness, about just probably a mil or two. This thing's a bit bigger. This thing a lot lighter to carry around. Definitely do rate it. I'm gonna go pick up another one, maybe 2, at $21. Keep one in the car, batteries die on you.
Would you like to go over Prelude? Sonata.
Let's go over the Pulse, and then we'll jump on the Pulse.
No, we'll jump on the Pulse. Let's finish all these juices, and then we'll jump onto the Pulse. Talk about that, and then quickly talk about the Dot Mod Squonk, and then...
No, let's not talk about the Dot Squonk until I've got it.
Nah,
piss off, mate.
I'm going to talk about it.
Ooh,
so mine's like almost dead now.
Okay, so Blacknote Sonata, a dark Virginia tobacco, is treated 2 centuries old curing process, producing a robustly rich and intense blend. Real Virginia tobacco leaves they're precisely cut. It says is precisely cut, fire cured and steamed to a brilliant intensity.
It says different stuff on the bottle.
yeah, I assume that.
Originating in the 17th century. So it says a Cavendish blend. Originating in the 17th century, Cavendish uses a unique process of cutting and curing designed to bring out the natural sweetness of the tobacco leaf. Sonata uses only fire-cured dark Virginia tobacco, steamed and cured under pressure to allow the rich, robust flavors to fully develop.
Yeah, so they've just shown it down.
To me, the Sonata is probably the one that tastes the most like an actual cigarette.
it tastes like a durry. It really, like, I'm vaping it now and I'm just like, damn, this actually tastes like a durry.
Yeah, it's like insane. It's almost too close.
It's too real. I don't like it. I mean, this is a flavor that I would recommend for someone trying to quit.
Yeah, hands down.
Like, I've only just started vaping this now, and to me, I can't vape it.
Yeah.
It's a good flavor. It's made, obviously, like, we're doing this review because we are coming into that time of the year where people are looking at quitting, and the Blacknote range seems to be popular all around the world because it is made for people wanting to quit or people who still love the occasional cigar, cigarette, whatever. This, to me, is too real. Like, it is literally too real of a flavor. Not to say it's not nice, but, you know, it's not my cuppa.
Yeah.
Because it is too much like, you know, the old dirty cigarettes. I definitely, you know, I might actually end up giving what I've got left of the Sonata to the old man and see if he likes it. Who knows?
I think before we do the solo, let's talk about the pulse, and we'll leave the solo till very end.
Their profile description, they are freaking amazing, dude. I must admit, big shout out to Blacknotes. Their products, the packaging, the profiles, they give you information that not many tobacco, you know, vape companies give you to do with like their tobacco blends. Whereas these are kind of true. Yes, Vapourium does sell the line. The retail price, it is a pricey product. It is $38.90 for a 30 ml bottle.
Yeah.
Or you can buy the full sample kit, which is, once again, let me pull it up. Blacknote's tobacco. The full 6 bottles. So the range we've got, 10 ml size, is $79.92 real. It's okay. The easiest way to explain it is it tastes like when you open up a pouch or your packet of smokes, and it's got that nice kind of, well, you know, that kind of crisp kind of tobacco smell.
It's like tobacco before you burn it.
yeah. It's that tobacco smell before you burn it. It's like you open up your pack of durries and you know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I was the only one that did that as a teenager, but I definitely did that multiple times.
Weirdo. Anyway, let's dive down into this pulse quickly because it's going to be a fairly quick one. Both myself and Cam have one of these. No, it's not a question of don't buy it. There's a specific customer that this is made for. This
is, personally, I know Tom agrees, this is designed for someone who wants to get into squonking without the expensive squonking price.
Yeah. And that's where I think it falls well into that category. Like, it's well enough built for that category. It's definitely, you know, it's definitely not the highest quality squonk you can buy.
I must say, like, the finish on it, it's not the worst. I've seen worse.
I've seen worse too, but it is made out of course, it's not going to come up because it's kind of greenish, my one, but there we go. It's kind of made out of the same kind of plastic you would find on...
Feels like a PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
It's got like it's
like a PlayStation
almost
1.
sandpaperish.
PlayStation 1 or 2.
Yeah, like that kind of gritty...
Like gritty injection molded plastic, because that's what it is. It's injection molded, it's not 3D printed, it's not Alumilite, it's not metal, it's not anything else.
Let's say shout out to Tony B. You know, it is a good product, but not our cup of tea, not our favorite.
It's a good
product. I mean,
product.
I'm a squonker. Tom knows it.
It's a good product for the price. The price is right. If you want to get into squonking with a 8 ml bottle, I don't know if you have your bottle around because mine's in my Archon, so it doesn't really do it justice.
It's in there.
So it's quite a decent sized bottle, and then you can use either 18650s or 2700s. So it kind of gives you that option as well. If you have no 2700 mod, you get to kind of feel what that feels like, and that's the 18650 adapter.
Obviously, it is also a mech. You know your amps or amp safety, amp ratings, all that. You know, battery safety.
Has a on-off switch, which is done by this little lever that you push onto the button terminal. That is on. That is off. So, as far as the button goes, I don't know if you're gonna agree with me on this, Cam. The button is extremely squishy.
I like the button.
It feels like silicon.
You could almost, not that I recommend doing it, you could put it in your pocket and I wouldn't worry about it because they're like, I can sit here and hold it here.
I would. Because even just a little run across it engages the button. So, I mean, it's a good button. It's just, it's a good size because your whole finger fits in the bloody button.
Yeah.
But it's just very squishy. It's like squishy as. As for the internals, this is the reason why we personally don't think it's the best. Well, personally don't think it's the better squonk for conductivity. So if you have a look at
both,
if you have a look at this little bar here, this is what connects your positive up to the 510 pin itself. What that is the world's thinnest piece of metal that they've used. In order to do this.
It is. It's literally like not even a centimeter. It's probably like 0.5 of a centimeter.
It's a bit thicker than wire, basically, copper wire. The downside...
Not to hate on the product, but...
Not to hate at all. The downside of that is if you were to compare this to something else, like the Athena, if Cam has it in front of him somewhere, the Athena has... The whole casing, number one, is one side of the terminal, and then the secondary terminal is generally a blade up here. So this has still got the blade at the top, the copper blade, and then the copper blade at the bottom. But the copper blade at the bottom does not go all the way around like it does on the Athena.
Yeah, see, it's a thick... It's almost like a 10-cent piece wide.
The thickness of the mod normally in most squonks. Yeah. So like if I bring up my Archon here, I don't know if the camera's going to love it, but there is a blade there that you can see, which is my button, and it is as thick as the internal side, like the internal section of this mod.
If we're doing like a price up for you guys, like the Vapourium Pulse is $60, $59.90 from a lot of vendors. You know, between $50 and like $60 is roughly what it's going for. The Athena is a full setup RDA. The device itself, 2 bottles, one's shit,
PET,
and the other one's super soft.
Yeah, silicon.
Or soft silicon. 110 to $130 ish, depending, or 100 to 125 ish is the price that a lot of vendors are doing it for. And it works. It does. I mean, not to hate on Tony's product, but it's not something that I would go out and get again or recommend to people for the price.
If I was to recommend it to someone, the problem is I'm going to recommend this product to someone. They're going to use it, and it may not continue their squonk journey.
Yeah. See,
you know what I mean? Like the bottle's great. The bottle's great because it fits in here.
We went straight to the deep end. Yeah.
I'm not saying go out and buy an Archon because these are stupidly expensive. This is stupidly expensive for what it is. It's a piece of bloody aluminide, which is aluminum injected resin, which is, you know, like it's not like it's made out of gold or anything, and it's a stupid price. But yeah, okay, Cam, your mod's even stupider priced. But
$400 or $300.
Yeah,
you know.
But the thing is it's a great entry level. If you've never squonked, try it. See if squonking is your thing. From there, go to something a bit better, in my opinion. We've got Brendan...
if you've got the money to spend, get an Athena.
Yeah, we've got Brendan Hoara in New Zealand as well, who's making squonks that have the thick contacts. That's going to hit harder than the Pulse.
Good price, good performance. Well. You know, I believe he's also doing a range of Theory squonks from what I've seen on his site, which looks kind of cool.
Yeah. But speaking of squonks, I may as well talk about it now because we're on the subject. Is the dot squonk.
Athena 2700? No, sadly, that is the only downside of the Athena. I mean, it is silver plated contacts, which is great. I don't know if they're silver plated or silver fully, but they look
silver plated. Yeah.
18650 only. I don't want to mention what build I've got on there because it's like 32 amps, but it goes hard. It really does for what it is. I mean, yes, I'm using immolation wire. Yes, the build's like since I got it, I haven't changed it. She's a rowdy little bitch.
It's angry,
and this is what I get too, Tom.
Squonking is not necessarily a case of being super rowdy either. But anyway,
no, I use it more for flavor, you know. But this is my cloud chucking.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a cloud chucking squonk, which you can put any RDA on, and it's going to be great. And, you know, that connectivity is going to be amazing, in which case, when you hit it, it's going to feel better, if not the same as a tube. Why did the RAM kill squonk for you?
Because it's not a real mic.
Is it not a real mic?
There's wires. There's no contact plate like in the thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. But anyway,
yeah.
This little
no, don't talk about it.
No, I just want to quickly cover this because of the fact that we just talked about the pulse and the conductivity and all that kind of stuff and the price. Yeah. So for what did you say, 60 something dollars?
Yeah, $60-ish. We'll go 60.
Let's say $60-ish. What I would recommend personally. This is what I'd recommend. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody can justify spending money like that on a device.
Like we do. Immolation, not Malaysian.
What I would recommend doing is save your $60, save up another $80. $80?
Well, it's $150.
Yeah, so save up another $89.
$90,
yeah, 89 because it's $149. And get one of these. And I'll tell you why. This is made entirely out of metal, like the whole thing is made out of metal. The button is really hard, but satisfyingly so. You get a 12 ml bottle, got 12 mils of juice compared to 8 on the Pulse, or 6 in the Archon and all other devices that use normal squonk bottles. 2700 and 18650 compatible, so you've got 18650 adapter, which is kind of the same as the Pulse one, except it's a full acrylic tube the whole way of the battery, which means that if you've got damaged wraps, it's really going to look after you. Everything is clean and tidy. So the way they've done this is one of the contacts I believe uses the whole frame, and then the other contact is just from here to there. So it's very, very conductive. So when you hit this thing, it hits the same, if not better, than some of the tubes I've had. And the bottle is so satisfying. You touch it, and it starts squonking.
Oh, I want to touch it. Let me touch it.
That is squonking, which is weird, but it's really satisfying. And as far as a product goes, for $149 versus $60, you do get what you pay for in terms of those two devices.
It's sold out right now. I'm triggered.
Yeah, but you can tell the difference. You can feel it when you're vaping it. I've put the same build on both. Like I've taken the RDA off one, put it on the other one. 2 fully charged batteries, night and day difference. Absolutely night and day difference. Not to say the Pulse is a piece of shit, because it's not. It's great. It's got a customer base.
Yeah, it does. It has its place in the market.
It's your starter kit of squonks, basically.
The dot squonks, I believe.
Vapo
had them. They are currently out of stock, but it looks I did just message Ben.
They're getting more.
Getting them back in stock.
Yeah, they're getting more.
Oh my gosh! Please tell me he's getting more.
Pulse is stocked by quite a few vendors now, I believe. Not just Vapourium, but that is where we both got ours. But yeah, I mean, great starter squonk. But I wouldn't say it's a long-term solution. Long-term solution would be the Dot Squonk or the Athena or something of the sort. Just something well built, hits like a freight train. You're getting that battery conductivity.
As long as it hits well enough for you. Like, obviously it comes down to the build you're going to put onto it, how it works. It is a mech. Yeah. If you want a regulated squonk, get the Pico Squeeze. Pico Squeeze, dirt cheap, good unit. Had to play with one at Johnny's opening. Good unit, no problems. Or if you want to fork out, $200-300, go get a Therion.
Yeah. Dave, the Dot Squonk does not come with an RDA. Honestly, I would pair it with something like a Haku, or You can go the dot mod RDA, the dot 24 RDA, but it's a piece of nothing.
I'm contemplating. So Ben just messaged me and said they're getting more in the next couple of weeks. I'm contemplating getting another dead rabbit in matte black.
Yeah, yeah, something like that would
the
probably
dead
suit
rabbit's
it more.
nice. I mean, Icon, if you like that sort of airflow and that build deck, Icon, Recoil. You know,
Recoil
if you
Rebel.
can get a skunk pin from the States, Recoil
The only
Rebel.
thing with the Recoil Rebel is it does overhang. Because this is 25 mils at the thickest point, which is down here, and then it's 24 up here. Honestly, though, like, I mean, the dot 24 RDA is pretty shocking. The one-post design is a pain in the backside.
I kind of want to get one just to have a play with it.
Go look at the reviews, man. There's like people trying to put coils in, and it's just like the leads fall out because there's no border for them to stay. Yeah. But I mean, you know, it's subjective.
Personal
like,
preference.
It's personal preference. It's how I feel it would be. But anyway, something like a Haku would be sick.
I might throw my Haku.
Yes, anything that's 24, anything that's 22, anything that's in between that, anything that's smaller than that.
18 mils.
Anything that is 25 will fit with a little bit of side overhang.
I might run the Typhoon on it, the Tiberian.
Yeah, that could go quite nice.
Single core.
Dot Squonk comes in black so far.
There is also red, blue. There's
Gold.
a couple colors coming in, but they're not in yet.
Basically, it was anything as long as you like black to begin with, but it will change. Anyway, on that note, let's move on to the solo. My piece is dead, so I'm not going to be able to talk live.
You know what, Tom?
But...
You know what? The only way that I would use the pulse would be like a 0.2 or above.
0.2 or 0.3. But even then at a 0.2 or 0.3, you're talking about
like a 0.5.
You can feel that
difference.
Voltage drop. Basically, the voltage drop is insane because you're trying to constrict all that power into a piece of metal.
Josh, yes, the drop is an awesome looking unit. I need to find someone in New Zealand who has the drop RDA in because I do really want to have a look at Brian's creation. I've seen all the reviews for it. I do like it. I might have to order some in. Who knows?
The Bonza as well.
Yeah, I want the Bonza. That's definitely on my hit list.
The Bonza's like a really good Squonk RDA.
It's like almost he's got the dead rabbit and made it
better.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Whereas, Billy's done a great job with the dead rabbit, but
airflow.
That's
all you can say. Yeah.
That's all I need to say.
Yeah.
I'm looking at getting me a red dot Squonk Anaru as soon as they hit the country. Or blue. If they brought out as weird as it sounds, if they bring out a Tiffany blue, I'm picking up a Tiffany blue because I know they're limited edition. Yeah.
Right, solo.
This is my favorite one. Solo. So solo begins with a fine, ultra smooth Virginia tobacco to provide a rich, flavorful base. Then incorporated a layer of natural, fresh menthol crystals. Okay, those two don't go in the same sentence. Natural and crystals. Extracted from mature dried mint leaves. Okay, valid. The result is a refreshing menthol flavor without any harsh bite. Without any harsh bite for a bright, cool vaping. God damn it, Vapourium, so that shit. Okay, I'm gonna message Vapourium after this and get that edited.
Before you vape it or give my opinion on it, I think it's by far the best one. I might sound like a little French bitch boy when I say this, but Vogue menthol cigarettes to me were fucking nice. Yeah, exactly. They're known as bitch sticks, but anyway,
it's valid.
Yeah, it's valid.
Perfect for you, Tom.
So the bitch sticks were slight hint of menthol. It's not in your face like here's your menthol, bitch. It's not like that. It's just subtle menthol. You've got your subtle tobacco, not your harsh shit. Really smooth tobacco with your smooth menthol. That's exactly what Solo has managed to do. Like, Blacknote have managed to basically put a Vogue menthol cigarette in a bottle and liquefied it, and then you vape it. Essentially, that's what it tastes like.
To me, it does taste like a bench stick. It does. It
does
taste
eh?
like a Vogue cigarette.
Yep.
The menthol is definitely there. Like I get that nice aftertaste of that menthol, the kind of minty hint. It does hit you on the way in as well, but you definitely do get the tobacco. There is a nice little subtle bit of earthiness to it. And that's the only way to really explain tobaccos for me, as it is an earthy, gritty flavor. To me, honestly, I'm gonna vape the living shit out of this bottle of juice. Just because I can, and Tom's disappearing. There's my Blacknotes, my solo bottle. It is green, so you're not gonna be able to see it on the green screen. But I'm gonna grab some. I'm gonna grab the icon. Just because Tom said, he won't vape it on an RDA. I haven't vaped this on an RDA yet. I want to see what the flavor difference is between them.
Actually, no, I vaped it in my Modfather tank, and to be honest, it wasn't pleasant.
Yeah, no. Okay. I can get down on that, personally, because I do like a good menthol head. But that is a whole completely different flavor of juice.
But it's weird. It's like got a weirdness to it.
It could be because it's 50-50.
Yeah, but even then, it's not PG taste. It's like weird shit taste.
Yeah. Delicious, but, each their own. I know Tom's not a big fan of dripping tobacco flavors.
Not at all. Not at all. I think tobacco, like we said, tobaccos are suited for starter stuff.
Mouth to lung kits. I mean, I love putting tobacco in the haku because it is, a mouth to lung-ish kind of unit.
It's not that great on RDA.
I'm gonna vape the living shit out of it. It is one of those flavors that I definitely will hopefully be picking up in the near future. I mean, at $40, I would rather use it in a mouth to lung, or what was it, 38.99? Yeah, 38.90. So at 38.90, I'd rather use it in a mouth to lung device just to make it last a little bit longer.
Oh, a lot longer, yeah.
It's good flavor. Really, really good flavor. This is one that I fucking hated menthol cigarettes. The only time I ever smoked a menthol cigarette was when I was drinking and I had none of my own. Last time that happened, I power choked everywhere. But,
On that note, shall we wrap it up? Shall we? I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hangry. And my cat's fighting another cat right behind me.
I need to eat dinner. Yeah, I mean, we can end the show here. Weird shit taste. Fucking Tom and his weird shit taste. Tom's eating a lot of shit in his life.
Yeah, it's like a weird fucking... It's just weird as shit.
It's almost like you guys need to taste it on a dripper to understand the taste of it. It's different. Weird. The tobacco kind of goes You
know what it tastes like? You know
what it tastes like? If you say dirt,
no.
I'm gonna slap you.
No. Go grab like a school grade white eraser and fucking lick it. That's the flavor I get.
Yeah, if I was chewing gum at the same time.
Like it's weird. It's just not gum, like an eraser. It's like
no. If I was chewing menthol gum.
Yeah. But it's like weird. Ugh. Just no.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Oh god, why did I put it on a dripper?
But anyway, guys, massive shout out to Vapourium for sending us both the Ps, all the pods, so we could do separate individual pods per juice, the full range, except for the one that exclusively comes in the sampler pack, which we did not get. I can't remember what it's called. We missed out on one.
Which one is it? It's called Quartet.
That's the one. We missed out on that one, but that's all good. Good juices, great recommended for starter vapes, starter vapors, getting into vaping, getting away from cigarettes, similar taste to cigarettes. Best one, if you want to recommend one to a first time, is probably the Sonata.
Sonata, or if they're a menthol smoker, Solo.
Yep, or Legato. Legato was very very cigarette-y. Forte, if you know a cigar smoker near you, or if you were a cigar smoker, go grab yourself some Forte, because that shit tastes like a fucking good cigar. But moving on from that, I think we're gonna wrap it up on a couple baby clouds or some clouds. I've got no battery in this, so I'm not using my P's, and my P's has its little condom on, so much.
That's the other thing I like. Little condoms. Yeah, it looks like we're going out on.
That's the other thing you like. You like little condoms.
Little condoms. for the cartridges. I feel like I should end that.
It makes you feel like a normal boy.
Someone else has to use them. But yeah, Anaru definitely picks them up. Ooh, the dispensary's getting... Okay, I might have to hit up Jaron, and Sarah and see if I can get my hands on one, because I'm down. Because I love Sam. Sam the Vaping Bogan. Top dude.
Hell yeah. And his
Hopefully
juices.
I can convince him to jump on a show.
Oh, his juices.
Before I forget, Tom, next week's show, we will be hopefully previewing the Kohu mod. Billy is going to be on the show, hopefully. We will put up a post later on with the Q&A. If you guys want to ask him some questions, definitely post them up there. I know we're going to talk about a lot of things, so could be longer than an hour. Most likely going to be longer than an hour. Same thing with like Gene, you know. We will have longer shows. And Anaru. Anaru. I see you out there, bro. Let's catch you guys later. We will catch you guys later. I've got to go do assignments because I finished tech in 3 days. Oh, you bastard.
Made by Sure.
So, what? Oh, Gilby, make me some pizza. All right, we'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your evening.